let's start talking about Kenya, an African country, part of the African continent. And I would like to begin with some history, and in particular with one year, which is 1963. Why 1963? Because Kenya was once a British colony, and then it became independent on December the 12th. It declared its independence from Britain. But this independence was conquistata, after many years of fighting, di lotta, of struggle. In 1952 there was a rebellion, which was called the Mau Mau Uprising. And this rebellion against the British ended with a lot of people killed, a lot of people got arrested, and a lot of people, thousands of people, were sent to concentration camps. So the struggle, la lotta, struggle for independence was not an easy one. The first Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya was Jomo Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta, who was the leader of one of the leaders of the rebellion against the British, who had been imprisoned. He became Prime Minister, but his government was not actually a very democratic one. His government was autocratic and corrupt. So corruption was big and still is, ed è tuttora a big problem in Kenya and in general in many countries in Africa. So there is a system of corruption which is widespread, diffuso in the country. The flag. The flag has got actually three main colors. Black because of the black people, the color of the skin of the people of Kenya. Red for the blood, the red of blood is sangue, the blood which was shed during the fight for independence, and green for the natural wealth of the country, for its richness, for its wealth. Then in the middle you can see a shield. Shield is scudo, and it is a Maasai shield. Maasai were the original tribes, the original populations of Kenya. And there are white lines here which symbolize peace and honesty. The geography, something about geography. Look at the position of the country. Kenya, where is Kenya? Kenya is in East Africa. So Kenya borders to the east the Indian Ocean with a very long coastline, linea costiera, of many kilometers of beautiful beaches, golden beaches. Then it borders Somalia and Ethiopia to the north, Uganda to the west. Here you can see this white spot is actually a lake, Lake Victoria, a very big lake. And then south, it borders, to the south, it borders Tanzania. Okay, a vast coastline, a linea costiera which is very long. In the country there are plains, pianure. To be more precise, they are called plateau. Plateau is altopiani. Okay, and many hills. The geography of Kenya. Kenya has a nature which is completely different. There are big contrasts. There are deserts, semi-arid deserts. There are fertile forests, so green forest, golden, incontaminate, golden beaches. And then there is a mountain, which is the second tallest mountain, which is Mount Kenya. Eccola qua, Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya is the highest mountain in Kenya, and it is, eccolo qua, more than 5,000 meters tall, with snow on the top all year round. So there are glaciers at the top, which are there all year, and it is the second highest mountain in Africa. The first one is in Tanzania, and you probably know that it is Kilimanjaro. So the capital of Kenya is Nairobi. Kenya has a population of 53 million inhabitants. The capital is Nairobi. The second city is Mombasa. National holiday is the Day of the Independence. And language. The language is English. The official languages are English and Kiswahili. And this is the flag. Tourism. Tourism is very important for Kenya. It is the main, principale source of income. Source, eccolo qua, the principal source of income for the country. Okay? There is also agriculture, but mainly tourism. It plays a big part, it has a big part of the economy of the country. Here you can see the beaches in Mombasa, okay, that attract tourists from all over the world. White beaches with palm trees. But why do tourists come to Kenya? Tourists actually go to Kenya because of its wildlife, because of animals. Just remember that the economy is also based on agriculture. This is a tree plantation, so tea is important. Also coffee and tea, plantation of coffee and tea, and also flowers. Okay, tourism is important. After the independence, there was una continua crescita after the independence, but then there was a big problem because in the late 1990s, there was an obstacle to tourism, which was represented by terrorist attacks. And one of them was the bombardamento of the United States Embassy in Nairobi. So, and this was one of many terrorist attacks. One which, personally speaking, which actually shocked me was 5 years ago, and I will show you that straight away. I've chosen some images. You probably remember there was an attack, a terrorist attack, in which a lot of young people died. In 2015, Mashab militants attacked the University College of Garissa. They separated Muslim students from non-Muslim students. They hanno risparmiato the Muslim, and they killed more than 140 people. 148 people were killed during this attack. Terrorist attack, and this is a memorial in memory of all the young people who died during that attack. Also last year there was another attack. I remember a few years ago there was an attack on a hotel in Nairobi. So terrorism is a big problem for the country because the economy is based on tourism, but tourists don't go to Kenya sometimes because they are afraid of terrorist attacks. Hanno addirittura creato a tourist police, polizia per I turisti, and they launched campaigns, marketing campaigns to boost tourism. So why do people go there? People go there because of animals. You can see here elephants, lions, buffaloes, rhinos, zebras, giraffes, and also gazelles in the savannah, the gazelles, and here these beautiful birds, flamingos, I fenicotteri, with their pink feathers, con le piume rosa. And also cheetahs. Cheetahs are ghepardi. Leopards also, leopardi. If you have the chance, I would like you to go and see and have a look at, there is a site in which there is it is a hotel which is called Giraffe Manor, and it's for wealthy people because it's a luxury hotel. And you can, it's very particular because in this place there is a herd of giraffes. These giraffes sometimes visit the hotel in the morning. The windows are open and they put their heads into the hotel, and while people are having breakfast, and in the meantime, nel frattempo, they can feed the giraffes. So it's really a very beautiful, unique experience, but it's very expensive, only for the lucky few. So people go to the country, go to Kenya, because in Kenya there are 61 national parks and national reserves. These are the most famous. Masai Mara National Reserve, which is a game sanctuary. Sanctuary is a protected area where animals are protected. And game è la selvaggina, gli animali, so it's the best game sanctuary. And you can see a lot of wild animals there. Then there is the Amboseli National Parks, and this is very beautiful in particular because it is, you can see large herds of elephants. There you can get very close, molto vicino to herds. Herds sono mandri of elephant. And also the Amboseli National Park. In this park, you can also visit the local Maasai community and learn about their culture. Then there is this other Deer National Park. As you can see, you can find a lot of elephants, black rhino, leopards, hyena, le iene, baboons, I babuini, monkeys, le scimpanzé, buffaloes, warthogs, bushbucks, and many others. Nairobi. This is very particular. In Nairobi, in this national park, it's very particular because it's near Nairobi. It was the first one to be established, to be founded in 1946, and it's just 7 kilometers from the center of Nairobi, from downtown, the center of Nairobi. So you have Nairobi, this very modern city with skyscrapers, and very close to these national parks, to wildlife. And this is also a rhino sanctuary, dove proteggono I rinoceronti. Okay? And then we have Mount Kenya, which is a national park. Obviously, it is a mountain, the highest mountain in Kenya. So what can you do there? You can go mountain climbing, you can go camping, you can go caving, decorate speleologia, caving. And there are glaciers, ghiacciai, the peaks of the mountains with glaciers at the top. As we said before, the big problem for the country is terrorism. At the moment, the other problem is this pandemic, because this pandemic, unfortunately, has affected the country. So at the moment, there are very few tourists. Very few tourists go to Kenya because of the COVID-19 virus. So it's a big problem also for the country. Okay, that's all. I hope you will enjoy